Alright YouTube, this is David and a video for Lindan for the win. I have been trying to do some videos for you about F1 2011, but I haven't managed to. I've been busy the first day it came out. I was changing my room around. Yesterday I was doing loads of videos. I had about 8 videos done. None of them will upload. Either they're taking too long to upload, like half a day or whatever, and that's really not a thing for me to do. But also the one failed that I managed to compress the file, but that failed, so I think the compressing the file is not really going to work. That's why hopefully this is going to work this time. So I'm just going to talk about something you get with the game. It's called a VIP passcode. Obviously this is the book. There we go. It's just the same on the front of the cover as well. So that's the front cover as well. And then this is your VIP passcode. There you can see. You get one with the game, I assume, because I pre-ordered, but I think you get it with every copy. This basically just allows you to have the extra content online, so you can do the co-op event and things like that. So it's not really completely important, because I don't think a lot of people are going to be able. Well, they are going to be able to do it, but a lot of people might not. A lot of people are solo people. So I'm just going to turn the camera around, change to my HDMI cable, and get on with the video. Right, there we go. Grab my controller. There we go. I'm using the Maclaren Mercedes on Monza. I did the video before this, but realised it was 17 minutes long, and that's too much really for somebody to watch. So I'm just going to talk through the computer. You've got your session overview for the first section. You've then got your areas where you can cover. You change to your practice modes, your qualifying and your race. You've got your track information, so how many laps you've done, etc. And then, sorry, yeah, you've got your car setup here. I've changed mine through my engineer. I've done quick car setup and dry. I'm going to go to track. To start the off subject, really, I'm planning on doing more variety of videos for you, so I'm going to be doing some Call of Duty Black Ops, maybe some Modern Warfare 2 if you want to see that, and then obviously when Modern Warfare 3 is released I'm going to be doing some of that. Okay, if you're interested in me doing that like fairly soon, then please let me know and I'll start getting some videos uploaded within a couple of days, because I've got some on my already recorded sort of thing. Bad braking for the first corner. Don't worry, I'll improve. Okay, to start with, I'm just going to talk about going onto the gravel. Now that I've just done that, unfortunately, I always do that on the first corner, because your brakes are cold. But yeah, if you go onto the gravel, it's quite easy to control. You're not like F1 2010 where you spin out and things like that. You can keep the car straight as long. Well, I've never tried it putting it on full throttle, but as long as you're on half throttle, you should be pretty much fine. So there's not too much really to talk about that. So I'm going to talk about what I use. I don't use any of the assists. I think it makes the game more enjoyable, and like obviously it's better for you guys to watch. So that means traction control's off, ABS is off, etc. For the traction control settings, they've changed it so there's 3 settings this time. So you've got medium traction control, which is available for you to like spin out and things like that, but you've got the security there that it's easy to control. You've then got traction control off, which is what I run, which means that you've got the control under your own hands. And then you've got traction control on, which means that you can't spin out. It's really easy, and there's not really much to it after that. Going on to ABS and everything, it is quite easy to lock up if you're keeping the brakes on full for quite a long period of time. As long as you sort of progress off the brake but keep the brake on towards the corner, you're still alright. You won't lock up or anything. You do slow down, you've just really got to find your braking points. There's not really much else to talk about ABS, so I'm just going to talk about the steering sort of side of the handling. It's a big difference from F1 2010. The car seems to be handled quite well. You can chuck the car in quite a considerable amount, which we need for the curves, and it seems to aim at the corner very well compared to like F1 2010. If you've seen my old videos, I had to go a lot slower around the corner, so I could just simply get a good enough line to go around, but this version you seem to be able to cope with that quite well. So that's pretty much all I need to say about that. If I'm rushing through any of the things and you want to know some more information, I will either make another video for you explaining simply that, a short video on one subject or two subjects. But if you think I'm following it quite well, then that's good. Talking on to curves, as you can see I'm in cockpit cam at the moment, and it means that you don't have like the availability to see the bar of your curves or DRS unless you obviously look behind you, and then you can. So where your position is on the dials next to your gear, you have a unit section, which means that instead of having a bar, you have units of how much curves you've got. So 400 units is a full bar of curves. So working this out quite easily is, if you want to know how 3/4 bar of curves, that's 300 units. If you want a half curves bar, then that's 200 units. And then 100 units is quarter bar full. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. I'm going to show you the DRS. I'm going to press Y, and there you see my wings opened, and then when you brake it automatically closes for you. Lock up there. As you see, I have to be quite progressive on the acceleration, otherwise you do tend to wheel spin quite a lot, and then you can spin out fairly easily. Yeah, like I said, Y is to use your DRS on a steering wheel. Well, it is for me anyway. And B is to use your curves. So that's just to cover that, just in case you wanted to know. They seem to set the player back in the seat a lot more as well, so you can like see around the car a bit more. You can see in the car, you can see your feet and things like that. Oh, sort of span out there. Give some curves to catch up. So, it's just under the wheel, you can see your legs, and you can see when you're braking, and they've made it actually quite well, so you can actually, like, when you put your foot down, if you put it on half throttle, the guy puts his leg half down, so he's on half throttle. So I find that was quite good. It's well made, obviously. So I'm going to go from the braking points now. At 150 you can start braking into first gear, and then progressively go back onto the throttle. This is all full throttle section now, all the way into 7th gear, halfway around the corner usually, depending on the line you took. And then just after the bridge, brake into 2nd gear, clipping on top of, well, not fully on top like that, but you get the drift. And then at the Santander sign on the left, brake into 3rd, and then back up to 5th gear. So the 50 sign on the left, back into 3rd gear, and then all the way up into 7th gear to go down the hill and under the old track. At the 100 metre mark you can brake into 4th gear, going over the green area, and then 5th gear on the exit. That was all half to full throttle. So, and then use some curves if you want it, and then on the green AstroTurf at the left, brake at the end of that into 3rd or 4th gear depending on how fast you want to go. Use the rest of your curves if you've got any, and then back into 7th for a full lap of Monza. I'm just going to go through that again. It might be the second to last lap I'm going to do. So brake at the 150 mark, into 1st gear, trying not to lock up, progress back onto the acceleration. I'm just going to use some curves so I can try and beat my ghost. into 7th gear, and just under the bridge you can brake into 2nd gear, and there we go. That was a bit slower because I was trying to be a bit weird. Santander sign on the left, you brake, and then all the way up to 5th, and oh, there we go, messed up that bit. Oh, nice little crash there for you to see. But on the 50 sign at the left, again, you brake into 3rd gear, and then all the way up here to the 100-metre sign you can brake again into 4th, clipping the apexes on each area, and then into 7th gear if you're using any curves, if you've got any, and then braking at the left hand area at the end of the AstroTurf into 3rd or 4th, slowly going onto full throttle, and then the end of that lap. Okay, I'm going to do a fast lap now for the end of the video, so there's not really much else to talk about until the next video. So if you can give me a comment if you want to see some Black Ops videos and things like that, because obviously if I can get a Black Ops video up and loaded, if you want to see that, then obviously I'll do that. But if you don't want to see one for about 2 weeks or something, because you want to see some more F1 videos, that's completely fine, I don't mind. That was a better corner. Using my DRS just to see if I can beat my personal best time. Oh, going too fast into that. Going to pull into the pits. For some reason you seem to be going very slow. You go 37 mile an hour on a pit lane, which is a bit stupid, but hey, oh well. It's usually about 60 mile an hour or something, 61, 62. But hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Like, comment and subscribe. There'll be more to come in the coming days, so thanks for watching, and I'm just gonna change onto my computer. Have a nice day, and thanks again for watching.